I was down in India a couple of weeks ago and was teaching Jack and Owen art history again. And Jack, who is 4.5, knows probably 50 or 60 different paintings and the painter. Owen, who is starting to learn the paintings now, is actually starting about 6 months earlier than Jack did when he was about 3. And so I gave him my favorite painter is William Turner, and I gave him a painting called Hannibal Crossing the Alps, and talked to him about how Hannibal took elephants out of Africa, brought them up through Spain and France and into the Alps. He took about 40 elephants with him. And I was telling Jack and Owen about the difficulty in transporting elephants crossing rivers. And I mentioned, and knowing full well that Jack would respond, I said, they crossed the Rhone River. And Jack perked in and said, that's the same river that Van Gogh painted Starry Night on the Rhone. Jack knows the difference between Starry Night and Starry Night on the Rhone. And it's just interesting that they're connecting the dots between what they learned here and what they learned here, and now they're pulling the dots together and connecting them. And so after he crosses the Rhone, he goes into, Hannibal goes into, or starts to climb the Alps with his 40 elephants. And was trying to express to Jack and Owen the difficulty in doing that task of moving elephants up into the snowy mountains of the Alps. And and Owen, who is just over 2.5 years old, seemed to have gotten it, but then goes and picks up one of Jack's Hot Wheels, a Hot Wheel that I had gotten Jack. And it's a Hot Wheel that if you run cold water on it, it changes color and goes to white. And if you run hot water on it, it goes to blue. And and Owen, after hearing about how difficult it would have been to cross the Alps in the snow with these elephants, goes and gets Jack's Hot Wheel and says it would be easier to use the Hot Wheels, 40 Hot Wheels. It's interesting to see how young children start to apply the learning from this point and another learning here. While I was explaining crossing the Alps, I asked them to try to find Hannibal riding an elephant across the Alps. And it was interesting to watch, particularly Jack, when he first give him a question and he'll zone in on it. And then after almost being, I took a couple of pictures that are in the article, and Jack has gotten into the habit now of saying, okay, if you're going to take pictures of me looking at art history pictures, I'm going to take pictures of you. So he says, Papa, you find Hannibal crossing the Alps in Turner's painting. And he took my camera, which is heavy because it has a flash attachment and extra batteries in the bottom of it, and took this picture. This is the second time he's done this. And he is becoming pretty good at taking pictures. I hope you enjoy this article. And more importantly, I hope that you enjoy helping the younger generation, whether they're your kids, your grandchildren, or the kids in the neighborhood, to understand not only the arts, but also the history related to the arts and how that applies to our world in which we live. In the meantime, you take care, and thanks for reading this article. Bye.